So, good morning. I'm Father Matt, and today we're going to kind of follow a day in the life of a priest. I'm not exactly a morning person, but I don't think that's a sin. So I think it just gives me a chance to rise above human weakness and be virtuous and charitable. The first thing I like to do in the morning, I found that if I don't get up and pray right away, then it's not going to happen. So it's Flagstaff, so you got to warm up. And let's go down to our chapel. This is our chapel, and most mornings we'll come down here and pray morning prayer. I don't see Father Pat here, which means he's up very early, and he's off doing stuff or whatnot. But this is where I like to come and sit for an hour and pray morning prayer, pray my rosary and all that. So, come on. Having a chapel in the house has been an incredible gift as a priest. I don't know what I would do without it. And I really notice the days that I start with prayer with my holy hour are totally different than the days when I'm not able to do that. The other days I just feel kind of off the whole day until I'm able just to sit down and be with the Lord and let Him just, just renew me and get me ready for the day. So what I like to do now, if I can, after praying, is do a little bit of exercise. So the rectory is kind of nice. You get your bedroom and you get like a sitting room. And, they say the church has been around for 2,000 years. And I think this furniture has witnessed about half of that. Sometimes I go to the gym. Sometimes I let the gym come to me. Here's our kitchen. A lot of people ask, Father, do you cook for yourself? Does someone cook meals? We're blessed. Once a week, somebody drops off some food. They last for a couple days, so that's awesome. Otherwise, we kind of just fend for ourselves, and somehow the Lord provides. Today, I might do like a shake, protein shake, and maybe some oatmeal. So everyone has to get ready in the morning, but for a priest, it can take just a little bit longer than for other people. But for clothes, it's actually pretty simple to figure out what you're going to wear each day as a priest. Wearing the clerics is actually a kind of a gift, that this little piece of white symbolizes hope in the midst of a world, with sin and darkness. And it also makes it just a visible sign as I walk through campus and live my life, that a visible reminder of God's presence and His love for us, a visible presence of Christ. And some people get a little weirded out, but for a lot of people it does sound good, so I'm happy to do that. Sometimes people want to know how my family thinks about me being a priest, or if there's priests in the family. There's no priests in the family, no sisters, but I have my parents and my 4 siblings all live down in the valley in Phoenix, and they're very supportive. I love my family. I try to see my parents on my day off each week, and if I can, run into one of my brother or my sisters and just hang out with their families. I get to be the favorite uncle, and I try to do the best I can at that. Here we are, getting close to the Newman Center. You turn off of Reardon here. My first time coming to the Newman Center, I couldn't find it. I had to park and walk around, but here we have our NAU sign. We're getting near the campus. We're here behind the Klein Library over there. Here's the blue building with other Christians, but here's us over here. We've got our basketball court and our nice brick building where the Newman Center is. So here we are, the Newman Center. Gonna go inside and see what's happening. Come in. Got our
Daily Mass Chapel with the Blessed Sacrament in there. We've got Angela in the receptionist office here. And then here is my office, where I hang out. It's getting close to Mass time. Usually for daily Mass about a half hour ahead of time, and Sunday Mass about an hour ahead of time. I make myself available for confession. So this is where I hear confessions in here. So I turn on this little handy dandy sound maker and flip my sign down, and I'm ready for confessions. Next is Mass, Friday, 11:30 a.m. No matter what time Mass is for a priest, maybe for all Catholics, it's the center of the day, and that's what makes me a priest more than anything is the Eucharist. So we've had to move our daily Mass from the small chapel to the big chapel because we've had so many people coming, which is a nice problem to have, and so I have to use a microphone and all that kind of stuff. So my attention. All right, bow to the crucifix. Let's go.
You know, sometimes people ask me, you know, did I always know that I wanted to be a priest? You know, I really didn't. In fact, through high school and even college, people would ask me, hey, you ever thought about being a priest? And I was like, no, I really, I want to be married. And so I had thoughts of a family and dated some different people and really had a positive experience there. And yet I found as I continued to grow in my relationship with God that His will for me was to actually be a priest. So while I didn't want it for myself, it was His will. And over time, more and more I wanted His will for my life because I found that the more I did His will, I was happier.
So after Mass, oftentimes people want to chat with me real quick, whether it's asking a question, going to confession, talking for a couple of minutes or whatnot. But now there's some students and people over at the Union, and I'm going to go grab some lunch. If there wasn't snow outside, I would ride my longboard. I do that at times. The students gave me that a couple of years ago. But anyways, so let's walk and catch up with them. So we're walking through campus. Here's the Union expansion. We're going to meet people up in the Starbucks. Campus, this is where I need to be. You know, we want to have a witness here on campus to let people know that the Catholic Church is here, that Christ wants to come and enter into their lives. So let's see who we can run into.
I have you. What, Megan Tucker? Yes. Oh my God.
So on some days when I can get away for a couple hours, I like to go over to the rec center, the HLC, and play some basketball. I like to run into people, and even if I've already exercised today, it doesn't matter. This is a fun thing that I love to do. Play a little basketball. Got kicked off from the cheer team, but we're hoping to get back on over here. But some of these guys know I'm a priest, other guys don't. But you know, get to meet a lot of good people doing it. So we'll see you later. So we're back at the Newman Center now. I ended up spending a little more time at the gym than I thought. Sometimes I don't do so well there, but today I got on a really good team and we won like 5 games. So I got my power lift now. I realized I forgot the black socks at home, so that'll just have to do. But now we're back at the Newman Center, and there's a women's retreat over here where the guys are making food and kind of hanging out. So I'm just gonna kind of wander around and see what's going on. In the afternoons at the Newman Center, I'll kind of often I'll hang out. I'll talk to students. Maybe they want to go to confession. Maybe they just want to catch up, ask me a question or something. Or sometimes I'll even do like engaged couple counseling or just couples counseling, and just whoever it is that wants to talk. So I've been to all 50 states. So here we are. The women's retreat is happening downstairs, and the men, we're up here planning. We're heading out to a cabin in the woods. There's 3 cabins there, and we're gonna do an overnight, chop some wood, have some talks. So it's kind of a men's retreat that's happening in the woods. So we're just getting the details ready, and then we're gonna head out. So. Well, we made it to the cabin here. We've got our fire going. We got some s'mores. Guys inside are making up some hot chocolate.
You want to
And,
have like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're just gonna chill in this Versati retreat, and just I don't know. We have a couple talks tomorrow. I think we're gonna pray night prayer before we go to bed tonight, and it's been a great day, you know. And if you had followed me yesterday or tomorrow, the day would look totally different because no 2 days are alike. Every day is pretty much an adventure, and I thank God every day for calling me a priest. And if you watch this, thank you. Pray for me, pray for our students, and God bless you.
It's not cold enough. Yeah.